It's official. Johnathan Taylor is an Indianapolis Colt for the next 3 years, boys. We are done. I'm done playing around with this, bro. The Johnathan Taylor drama is over. He no longer wants to trade. He's happy with the organization he has. So go Colts, baby. And I'm not even gonna lie. The deal he got, 3 years for $42 million, quite an extension. He's now the third highest paying player. So, yeah, let's just talk about this. So, everything, kind of points to Johnathan Taylor as being a sort of a weird story. He was drafted out of Wisconsin. He was supposed to be the backup to Marlon Mack for a long time. But Marlon Mack, didn't perform 1 year. Johnathan Taylor played good in 2020. So he got the starting nod at running back in 2021. And played out of his mind, had like 1,817 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns. What a season. We missed the playoffs because Carson Wentz was trash, but Johnathan Taylor was good. Last year, he played a limited role. He was injured half the season, I feel like, and he still had 700 rushing yards. About midseason, we trade for Zach Moss to replace him. Zach Moss did decent, I would say. Then, the offseason, Johnathan Taylor has ankle surgery. He claims he'll be back before next season. He says he wants to retire Colt, I think, in May. Then in June, I believe, or July, he requests a trade. In August, the Colts finally let him, finally explore some options for him. Nothing gets done. We put him on the pub list for the first 4 weeks. Trade options. Everybody's still looking at him. Maybe he'll be available here. But then, 4 weeks go by and Zach Moss carried the load, I would say. Zach Moss did pretty solid, I would say. But, Zach Moss just didn't bring what Johnathan Taylor brought to the table with all the touchdowns and the downhill running. Because he's more like a power back, I feel like. And, so 4 weeks go by, 2-2. Solid start for Anthony Richardson. Pretty sure he's the second leading rusher on our team. I'm pretty sure he has the most rushing touchdowns. Week 1, Deion Jackson, he started, and he had 13 carries for 14 yards. I know. It's pretty cool, and he averaged 1 yard a run. Ain't it, Deion Jackson? So, Zach Moss gets back, carries the load. 2-2 Colts team with Anthony Richardson doing pretty well. And everybody's wondering, what's going to come of the Johnathan Taylor drama? Is he going to, are we going to trade him? Are we going to, is he going to come and play for us? And, he decided, after 4 weeks, he wanted to play with the Colts, and his focus was on this season, because he still had not been extended to that point. And, he just kind of talked about, he wants to help his teammates. He wants to help the team get a championship. He says he's focused on this season, and he'll worry about next season. He'll worry about next season, obviously. But then Saturday rolls around as my Colts helmet dropped. So then Saturday comes around, and the Colts say that Johnathan Taylor will play, but then he gets extended. Mind blown. As a Colts fan, I was freaking scared. I thought something else was going down. I thought we had traded him when it said Johnathan Taylor, but then it says gets an extension. I'm like, oh my god, we're keeping Johnathan Taylor. And now guess what? Both sides are happy. Seems like both sides are, fairly decent with each other. And I think Johnathan Taylor is going to be a very good running back for years to come now. And to everybody who had Zach Moss in fantasy, I would keep him as a backup option because I don't know if Johnathan Taylor will play a whole lot tomorrow. So, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.